I have my own reasons for lying about it, and I really didn't want to get innocent people caught up in this while I'm the same as you. I just want to avoid conflict at all costs.
So why in the world would you say that you were the culprit?
Maybe you don't know because you're Outlanders, but it all started a long...
Hold on a second. If you're talking about that fair...
Oh, so you already know. Well, that makes things all...
So, is the story from the...
Everything about the fate of the Oni is true. The blue Oni chose exile, but the other details aren't historically accurate. Fairy tales are nice stories, but there's something they leave out. The Inazuma of long ago was a dangerous place. If you wanted the Raiden Shogun's protection, the Oni are a proud kind, so it wasn't easy for them to ask others for acceptance. Over time, the Crimson Oni were friendly with the humans, but the Blue Oni, they were more stubborn and insisted on keeping to...
Paimon thought you were two different species.
Yep, that's right. There's no real difference between us. We just paint our horns different colors to show which side we belong to. Because humans were still wary of Oni at the Crimson Oni always hoped to find a way to live in peace with the humans, but the Blue Oni kept Humans didn't see a difference between Crimson and Blue Oni. All they knew was that Oni were... If things were to continue that way, the Oni were never gonna get along with humans. And so, the most revered leaders of the... Over drinks, they swore an oath. The Blue Oni would play the role of evil Oni to help the Crimson Oni integrate into... First, the Oni must abandon any prejudice they held against humanity. Every Oni was to accept humans in their heart before the humans accepted them. Oni were not to use their strength to mistreat humans, but were all... Second, the Crimson Oni were to integrate with human society, but not by trying to please the humans. The Oni were to embrace their own honest characters, their surging temper. In other words, they were to carry on the Oni bloodline while also protecting our Oni pride. After choosing exile, the number of Blue Oni began to dwindle, since I first heard the story of the Blue and Crimson Oni as a kid, I've heard it countless times in my life.
So you're saying the real culprit was a deception?
That's right. Most people don't pay attention to the color of an Oni's horns. They probably don't even know that Blue Oni exists. But nothing gets by the Arataki gang. At the scene of the crime, they saw an Oni with different color horns than... Still, it'd be strange if the culprit really was a descendant of the Blue Oni. I can't bring myself to accept... Exactly. They would give up their life before... I've always respected the Blue Oni for the sacrifice they made. Our pride does not allow for any wrongdoing. You don't steal from other people. You don't... My guess is that the Blue Oni was tricked or forced into it somehow. But I don't have any... That's right. If I didn't step in, the Tenryou Commission would have definitely...
But what does Daisuke have to do with any of this? He said that...
He was the one I managed to save from the Ronin after I sent them running from the scene. He was off playing somewhere when they came by and ransacked his house. By the time he came back, the whole reason I'm in this is to help this kid find his mom and dad again. I never wanted to tell you any of this. My original plan was to knock you both out and take my family. There's more to this than just one Blue Oni. There's a dangerous group behind everything that's been going on. That's everything. The whole story. If you don't believe me and want to... But, if you're willing to believe me, then please, give me a little time. Once I find the...
Yep, Paimon too! Just treat it like we're here to keep it...
So, you... all right. I knew you'd be reasonable. I knew it. I was thinking right from... Well, I should tell you, though, things could get a little dangerous, so, be ready for any...
Don't worry about it.
All right. Then our first job is to investigate where this Blue Oni is hiding out. There's a victim of his that saw him up close, currently taking refuge at Sangonomiya's camp.